Hello everybody and welcome back to more Brotato, the horde survival action roguelike. We are going to be going in to check out the sort of Abyssal Terrors early preview patch again. The DLC's not coming out until the end of the year, but we do get a look at a couple of the things from that patch, such as some new characters, weapons, items, and additionally there is the co-op mode. Obviously we're not checking that out here today, but I also want to say, yes, you are not mistaken, you are hearing different music in the background. It is not the Brotato soundtrack, because apparently the creator of that music is going around and copywriting all of the videos on YouTube using the soundtrack for Brotato. So we're hearing some kind of copyright-free synthwave in the background. Well, a new soundtrack is made for the game. But anyways, here we go. We're going to be checking out a new character, the Vagabond, which I'm really curious about this here. Equipped weapons will always contribute to the class bonuses of other equipped weapons. You cannot equip two of the same weapon at the same time. So to me, this sort of reads as get weapons that have two tags and no overlapping tags. That seems to be kind of like a good call in my eyes. So primitive and heavy is pretty good because primitive gives us HP, heavy gives us percentage damage. That's already a pretty good start in my eyes. So I think I'll just kind of say, yeah, sure. We'll grab that, we'll go in. But the set bonus, if you don't know, it's going to be this thing over on the right with, see the primitive and the heavy down here. So yeah, 6 weapons, different weapons at that, which I will say for me is probably a good call. I tend to grab a lot of the same weapon. I do feel like it's usually the right call is why. Come on, please. Thank you. Because, you don't want to get in those awkward situations where you can't grab a weapon from the shop because it just, you can't fit it. So Ethereal's a weird one. I don't know if I want to go for Ethereal, and I don't know if I really want to go for Blunt either. We can grab a Cacti Club just to, upgrade it, I suppose. But do I really care about that? I guess I'll say sure. No, let's skip it. Let's skip it. Because here's the thing, we kind of want to save the money. It's weird. We have to think about a new plan. The guy has -5 armor and -20 harvesting, which is, I gotta tell you, a pretty big deal. We are going to be looking for a weapon that has the support tag in there somewhere. My hunch would be maybe going for, I guess I want to say the shears, the gardening shears. I can't remember, pruning shears. It's got the support tag and I believe the precise tag, unless it's been changed. Grab some harvesting, mostly just to fix it. The claw, though, is a pretty good call. Unarmed and precise. I actually precised. I do like that. See, now we have 3 max HP, 5% damage. We have 3% dodge, 3% crit. Even though normally you obviously need ones of the same type. So I think that we'll just say yes to that. We're not going to go too wild otherwise in the shop there. But, that's one of the ways in which, you usually want to grab 6 of the same weapon. Or, whatever. Because, obviously, it's a really good way to get all of the set bonuses maxed out. It's kind of one of the weird little, I'm not going to really say it's a balance problem. But one of the weird things, about trying to swap different weapons is there's a little bit of weirdness there. That being said, let's get some more percentage damage. Oh, this is awkward. It's like, do I sell just to buy that? Or do we say, I don't care yet? Oh, man. Because, what are the chances that we're going to find these again? It's going to be a little bit trickier. I think I'm going to roll. We could get a gun. We could just buy the claw for 21 instead. It's kind of a fine one. We could get the gun. Gives us a range upgrade, but it's am I going to be... I don't know. Am I going to be gaining... It's very strange. Because the gun set bonus is range. Can I use range? Yeah. I don't know. The ethereal might actually be okay in the end. Grab the boxing glove since it seems like we are going to be leaning towards the sort of melee route here. I wouldn't be fully opposed to getting like an elemental boost somewhere along the line, I feel like that actually would be okay. I think there's some fun stuff we could do with that, especially in the new patch. Seems as though there's a lot of new items that buff up that kind of, that plan. God, the minus armor is definitely killer. We could maybe even get a, an engineering one. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's called Tool, maybe? Gives you the engineering boost. I wouldn't be against it. I don't know if I want the wand in specific. I'll grab this, but for the love of God, I could take the knife. I'm just going to do it because we need more. I would take the pruner, though. Still, I do think that that would be a good call. Even though it is going to have one redundant tag in the precise. Which is funny. Like, normally we look for, yeah, obviously we want everything in the same tag. Right now I'm like, we want everything in a completely separate tag. I feel like maybe, I think we want like medieval. We want a medieval weapon as well. We have primitive. Maybe we do want a blunt weapon. Maybe yes. Ow. Okay. I'm going to say no to the weird ghost. I will very happily take some armor. Some crit chance. We sure could. We can get some melee damage. So unarmed, precise in the knife still. Medical and gun. Ooh. Medical. God, circular saw. That's got a medical tag mixed with something else. I'm going to skip the knife right now. Precise and medieval. It's so weird, though, because it's a ranged weapon. I think scissors will be fine. We'll probably eventually get rid of the knife. And maybe we do take the ethereal. We get the 30% dodge, -5 armor. I don't normally love that, but I'll take it. Torch, primitive elemental. It's got a little bit of melee. We could get the elemental tag for 5 elemental damage. For what, though? For what? To what end? Okay, so yeah, the pruner is just a support weapon. It used to, I think, be a support and precise. I think it used to have both of them. So that gives us 25 harvesting just like that for having the one thing. And I actually do think it scales well, well, it doesn't scale well. Rather, it eventually, if we upgrade it, it becomes not bad. In terms of, like, the crit. You see it has a 1.25 times critical multiplier. It's pretty trashy. But hey. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what the new soundtrack is going to be like for Brotato. I hope that it does kind of veer into the same general territory. We were always going to be getting new tracks for the DLC anyways, it sounds like, which is pretty cool. Okay. But yeah, medieval. Ooh, the sword. We would drop something for the sword in a heartbeat. I'll take a bean teacher. Give me some luck. We can take mastery. Obviously, it screws over the cacti club a little bit. But not really right now. Screw it. Hatchet is just a primitive weapon. But yeah, knife is a little bit redundant. Scissors is quasi-redundant. I can't remember. Is there a blade tag? I feel like there is. The tough thing about playing so much modded Brotato is I have to ask myself, was that a modded thing? Because the last time I played Brotato was, like, obviously we just played tons of modded. Alright, the character is better than I thought he'd be. Obviously we have the colossal spanking of an armor downgrade right now just by having the ethereal weapon. We may be interested in getting rid of it, but obviously it does come with the huge dodge upgrade as well. Okay, chill. Take a mastery for sure. Take an attack speed armor. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. What's our knockback like? It's actually fine right now. Lifesteal's in the -2. That's a fancy pruner. I shall recycle this for a fancy pruner. Lightning Shiv is an idea, right? It's an idea. Is it a good one? Don't ask. I'll take the Cyclops Worm and smile and say thank you very much. But yeah, right now I'd say Circular Saw because I can't remember what the tags are for it, but I feel like it might be something a little bit different. Medieval, we would want... God, would we want the shield? Would we want the shield? The sword has to be medieval, right? Has to be. If the sword is a medieval blade, that's just truly god tier for us. We would absolutely adore that choice. But that kind of stuff just has to show up. It's one of the weird things about a game like this getting updates upon updates upon updates over the course of time. You obviously fill out the pool with quite a bit of... I'm not going to call it crap, because stuff is better than it's ever been on average. However, speed up. Blunt and heavy. Blunt gives us 3 armor, 6 HP, and 10% speed down. See, that's the thing, is I don't really want that. The Sharp Tooth is primitive and precise. Ooh. Enerston. I'll take the knife. Shuriken is like an option as well. I don't know. If I had to pick between the Shuriken and the knife, they're both redundant. But one is filling a more different niche. If you know what I'm saying. But yeah, precise is the most redundant tag I'd say we have. What is our crit chance? 53. Do we have, okay, times 2, 2.15, 2.32, 1.75. At legendary, it goes up to 2. 1.5, but it also hits more targets if it crits. Okay. Yeah, we definitely love crit today with the angle we have elected to go to. So that is at least something. You and me, Luke Goblin. But I don't know. In my head, I'm like, blade tag gives what? Melee damage and lifesteal? If I were to pull that out of my butt, it's been a while. But again, that could have been a modded thing, but I don't think it is. There's just not a ton of them. I think Chopper is one. Chopper would actually be a good thing to get as well. I'll happily take a little bit of that, a little bit of max HP, a little bit of attack speed. Don't mind if I do. Crit chance, yes. Primitive and medieval on the quarterstaff. See, that's the thing. 3 armor, 6 dodge. But the crit multiplier on it is a little trash. It's a little bit stanky. I'll take a Cyclops Worm. We're going to need some range. Hatchet's just primitive. I would take this, but I really do need some range. So, yeah, Chopper is a blade. 5 melee damage, 5 lifesteal. 2 times critical multiplier. Scales a little bit on our HP. I think that's a yes from me. All right. It also gives us a higher chance of finding... Yeah, there's the new icicle item I'm really curious about. A higher chance of finding the sword because we have a blade weapon. We are more likely to find the blade. Let's go for an HP regen route here. Luck and minus elemental, I'm happy to say sure. Speed and range minus elemental, absolutely. Spear, I mean, we just don't need primitive is the thing. Cacti Club is just doing a lot of heavy lifting in terms of tags. It obviously has a little bit of value that we're not taking advantage of, just due to the fact that it has some range damage scaling as well. Who cares? Who cares? We're leaning into the Vagabond, man. No, 9 speed, -2 armor. I mean, but we also have 45 dodge. 45 dodge because we have the full unarmed set bonus and the full ethereal set bonus. That's the catch there. That's pretty good. At first I was like, 20 harvesting down seems kind of rude. A little overkill, don't you think? I get it now. I understand. Pretty easy to make some goofy stuff here. Ow, 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 ow. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. Thank you. HP from consumables. Sure. Consumables can explode. Also just gives us 3 HP as well. We could take the crit. We take that crit. HP regen. More attack speed. Sounds great. Definitely grab the wings. Enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when first hit by elemental damage, mixed with scared sausage in the same thing. I'm just so curious. Do it. And I'll grab the bait for a free reroll. Why not? 5% experience gain at the end of a wave. 100% extra enemy health during the next wave. So we would buy it in... We'd buy it for wave 12. Which is the boss wave. No. No, never mind. Okay, that settles it. If it was not the mini boss wave, I'd think about it. It's not that it's bad. Ooh. So yeah, these guys that are blue, because they took elemental damage, they take 10% more damage, which I'm assuming is a multiplier on top of everything. Like, after everything is all said and done, I would assume. That's kind of a fun little gimmicky way of doing stuff. It's not as much that I'm taking those items so that I'll go deep into the elemental route, by any means. I do not plan to. But it is fun. It's a fun idea that we can kind of, like, just take that as just into... I don't know. We could grab, like, hell, I'd consider grabbing a flamethrower, though, to immediately spread that effect on everybody. Explosion size, do we have any reason to care? Is it worth 30? That's the question. Is it worth 30? Hell, we could get the plank. I don't know. Man, they really took this item and made me not sure if I want it all the time anymore. Burning enemies move 10% slower. See, I don't know if it makes sense to, like... Scared sausage, sorry, sacred sausage. Ooh, whew, that was a close one. Got changed. It used to stack in a way where attacks would have a 100% chance to burn. Apparently, the stack only increases the damage now. I could be wrong, but I thought that's what I read. Would I rather? Nah. Mastery good. We definitely could take a garden. Jousting Lance, Medieval. So everything is providing me at least 1 new tag now, though. 5 regen or 3 armor and 6 dodge. The scale's on speed, and I'll probably just keep myself available for this sword. I shouldn't have rolled there, but I'm happy I did. Tentacles, very good. Take an alien worm. Love tentacle, especially today. We want a bunch more crit. Ooh, run a ball. Whoa, what? New boss pattern? He's been changed. You've changed, sir. I'm not used to him. That last one's the same, but I think phase 2 and 3 are maybe the same. Still, he is slightly different. It seemed like phase 1 was sort of an improvement for melee. That kind of rewarded you for being nice and close. So that's good to see. That is a step in the right direction. Has me feeling a little bit more comfortable with the thought of potentially new bosses and everything in the new DLC at the end of the year. Thank you. Explosion damage? Sure, why not? 12 max HP, 25 luck for -5 damage. Obviously, I don't want damage down, but I do think it's worth it. Tentacle, yes. Dangerous Bunny. It's getting kind of late, but I think it's still fine. Screwdriver, we could, but I think we actually just don't care anymore. Black Belt, yes. Primitive and Blunt. So Blunt is almost a penalty. Circular Saw is a blade and a medical. So we could do a little bit of juggling here. I think we get rid of the scissors. Or what? Seems as though the chopper's just a little bit better here. So yeah, we'll get rid of the scissors. Keep that sucker. So yeah, Circular Saw is indeed a blade. Checks out. It used to be something else though. Like, and I'm talking a long time ago. I think it used to just be precise. Many, many moon ago. But I think we're pretty darn strong now. Could probably cruise through to the finish line, if I were to guess, but just by taking maybe some crits, a little bit more sustain. I mean, honestly, if we just take every tentacle that we find, we're probably straight chilling. So feeling good about it. Definitely feels stronger than the baby. That is for sure. A funny statement, but a true one. Can't believe it. The infant was weak. I don't know. I can't tell if the infant was supposed to be a challenge character or not. I don't know if it was on purpose. Engineering, killing a tree spawns a turret. It's worth it because, here's why. Turrets have a chance to spawn sacred sausage. I know what I said. And therefore, that's really, really helpful. Ironically, incendiary turret can't apply it, even though it is a fire thing itself. Sad tomato is like a, nah, not anymore kind of thing. That's... What's my speed? 19? Sure. Keep the money. Crit is 63, 46, 52, 58, 48. Okay. We got a ways to go if we want pure crit action. Okay. I'm trying to think like what other kind of builds would you really do, you know? Besides, because the melee has a lot of like good kind of cross-pollination in value between the effects of the set bonuses. You can't really, like, you can go for an engineering route, like, and maybe mix it with an elemental a little bit, do something quirky there. But I'll just, spoilers, I took a look at what the next character is, and they're going to be definitely the one to do that on. Go for an elemental / engineering hybrid meme dream. That's them. 100%. Take some more melee damage. But, like, yeah, support elemental. I don't know. I can kind of see it. Armor minus speed. I think it's a thing we can trade off. Burning activates faster. Don't really care. Sure. I think I'd like the Finn. I think I would. I can definitely see, yeah, with like a ranged build, you can get some benefits for sure. But you're kind of relying on some of the weirder things to show up for that, I'd assume. Oh, wait, what? What was that? He just did something I have never seen before. Why he do that? He did like I think he just tried to dash at me, but he was right by me. I know that there was a change to the way that AI dashing works. So maybe that had to do with that. Because I don't know if it was necessarily just a new attack. Okay. Goodbye to you. All right. Yeah, I'd say just seeing how that one went, I think we can pretty safely phone it in for the rest of time here. Oh, man. It can apply burn, but like, more crit. Yes. But yeah, heavy explosive. I was going to say rocket launcher for like a ranged build. These are two good tags for like doing something kind of weird. Okay. Sure. Dodge cap is 60. We're getting there. Big bank, I think it's too late. Bandana. Da bandana. No plan for that. Wandering Bot is just really good. It's really good on melee too, especially. So you can kind of like sneak in through places. All right. You know what? The Cacti Club is doing a good job of getting the burn on. Yeah. I think that the spikes have the potential to apply the burn. I'm just trying to see right now. It's been a while. I can't remember if they do. I think that guy right there just got burnt because of the spikes. Yep, that guy right there. 100% you can. Okay. So it's doing an interesting little gimmick. Helping us spread the damage amplification. I can tell you, just the existence of this item brings a lot of stuff into the code that would make creating a really interesting character. It'd make it even easier for modding. Like, just the ability of a damage amp status effect. You can... Taking that trigger or that reward and just putting it on, like, a whole bunch of different types of triggers is really compelling. Do I care about luck right now? It's wave 16. I don't care. Grab the range so that we can lose more. And I'm not joking. Alloy? I'll lock Alloy. I feel like we're rolling past a lot of weapons that we technically need because this character's weird to build for. I'm so used to like such a cut and dry, clean weapon shopping. Kind of like flowchart. This guy just doesn't have. So I'm sure that there's been stuff that I've rolled past that technically we can use. But it's a little bit less likely because you can't, like, I don't know. You can't hold on to a common and then get another common. you know, and then get 2 more commons and then combine those blues. You can't do that. We literally can't even equip the weapons. It's not like we can't bring them into the waves. We just can't even equip them. Okay. I'm loving that this guy is kind of applying this damage amps for us as well. Two luck for every crit you have? Okay. Do I value luck that much? Not necessarily. Do I value 130 luck? Yes. Are you kidding me? Fine, we'll take 20 more luck. 5 knockback, 1% damage for every knockback you have? That's new as hell. So that should be 15% damage up. And a whole bunch of knockback. There's a really good change to knockback as well that solves some awkward stuff that happen, especially on like ranged runs with like Baby with a Beard and bouncing bullets and stuff. Knockback now theoretically always knocks an enemy away from your player. That sounds like something that would always be happening, right? It sounds like, what are you talking about? Why wouldn't it work that way? When would that ever be relevant? Oh, trust me. You get a couple bounces going, and then enemies start getting knocked back into you because it'll, like, you see my mouse here? Like, it'll bounce off in this direction, bounce over here, and then bounce in this way, and it'll knock an enemy into your face. You know? It may not seem like something that would happen that often, but it does. It does on certain runs, it kills you. And I'm really curious to see if it fixes those runs. It's too late for that to matter. We're at 0 armor. Shackles? I could lock Shackles and get it next wave. It's the time to do it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Silver bullet. It's the time for it. There's flamethrower. I forgot that flamethrower is a heavy weapon. Let me just double check this. Where's our sausage? 25%? 25%. Yeah, there's no reason to have done it. Alrighty. I mean, we're completely in the clear. I was like standing still, doing a little bit of like pointer diagram, you know. I got hit a bunch. It didn't matter. We are definitely good. Good to go till the end. And I will say, yeah, the fact that that completely outshines 20 harvesting down and -5 armor. Like, the thing is, does it make sense that it outshines that? Yeah, I think it does. However, to outshine it and then on the benefit beyond that to, you know, give us this, it's really, really impressive. I'm trying to phrase it in a way. So, like, here's the thing. -5 armor, -20 harvesting. The amount that is bad, you subtract from the amount that the equipped weapons always contribute to the class of other equipped weapons. You have to subtract how bad that is from how good equipped weapons contributing is. And what you're left with is still a much bigger benefit than I thought, especially because I would say you can't equip 2 weapons at the same time. I'd consider that to be a penalty as well, even if you are trying to play it the optimal way, which I would say is something like this. That's a penalty because of what I'm talking about, how you can't grab 2 weapons, combine them for later. God, that was a really good setup there. You can't, like, I can't grab another common of something else. Shackles. We might as well get it. We're on the final wave. Okay, so the character cannot grab legendary weapons. I did just realize, though. Because you get the... I mean, you can. You're just gonna die. I'm glad one didn't show up earlier and then I got all excited about it. That would have been disappointing. I do wish we got some of the, like, riposte stuff. Oh, he hurts. I mean, it makes sense. We have 7 armor and 95 HP. Did they increase the damage they do, or what? Regardless, we got Jelly. 1 max HP for every different weapon you have. Oh, you got me, Blobfish. It is a common. It is a common item. And it's stackable. Oh, boy. I should commend a very clever solution to making players want to go for multi-weapons. But, man, I don't know. Because normally this is a 1 HP upgrade. If you have 2 different types of weapons, it's a 2 HP upgrade. And that's kind of like, that's the extent that I usually do on normal runs. But hey, cool character. I really like it. I liked it a hell of a lot. Next up is the Techno Mage, which I am very excited about. Start with 2 turrets. I mean, I'm not going to read it. Don't worry. Just stay tuned for tomorrow. How about that? But we'll be back. We will be back. Very cool characters so far. Very weird, very wild characters. Alas, though, that is that, and that's going to do it here for today for Brotato. Let me know if you'd be sad to see the series go. Let me know if you're excited for the DLC that we will be back to check out later this year. Theoretically, late October, early November, that kind of realm-ish. Let me know if you're excited. But hey, my name is Retrimation to cover indie games every single day with an extra specialty in roguelikes and roguelites. If that is something you're into, this is a channel that you should be subscribed to. If you like Brotato and you somehow do not know, I have over 450 videos on Brotato on my channel for you to check out. So hey, go keep yourself entertained with that. If you want more Brotato and you haven't watched all those, go watch all those. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!